The world has just gone through, and is still going through in many places, a dreadful problem for about 2 years. That is COVID, a viral disease which has really made life pretty miserable for a lot of people. During that time, this particular dog has become the most popular dog in Australia. Now, this is a Cavoodle, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel crossed with a Poodle. Ours is the wrong colour. This is Colin, our dog. But normally these days they're sort of red-brown. They're living teddy bears. They're the most cuddly dog you would ever find. I've never heard of one that's nasty. I've never heard of one that's bitten anybody. They're just the most pleasant, lovable dogs that wants nothing better than to be with you. And during times like COVID, these things were just so important. Now, the pedigree dog people are saying these aren't pure and you should get pure dogs. Well, a lot of the modern breeding of dogs, pedigree dogs, has been pure hell for the dogs. They've bred them so that they often live lives of pain and misery and all the rest of it. And many of them don't make all that good a pet. And you've got that terrible crisis of something like a French bulldog, which is one of the sweetest dogs you'd ever meet, or even ordinary bulldogs. But you can spend thousands on them getting bad breeding fixed up. And I would argue this is the purest dog of all. This is pure joy. When you've got a Cavoodle, you've got the happiest dog that you'll ever meet. And that's why these are now the most popular dog in the country. Look, 20 years ago, you'd be lucky to give these away. You certainly, if you're going to sell them, you'd be lucky to get $10 for them because they were a mongrel. Well, they're not. They're a dog produced, a designer dog produced to be your family's best friend. And I would argue that's better than something that they say, well, this used to fight other dogs like a bull terrier, it used to kill bulls like a bulldog or whatever. I just want a friend. So think about it. If you're buying one, oh, by the way, there's a bit of a waiting list for these. People have discovered through COVID just how lovely they are. So there's often waiting lists, and now they're not a cheap dog, where once they were given away, you might pay $2,000 or more, 2, 3, 4 grand, just to get one of them. It will be the best investment in a pet you've ever made, a Cavoodle. But there are others. There's Labradoodles, there's all sorts. Have a look at them. They're all good. To me, pretty much all of them are better than the purebred dogs. And I love purebred animals, I always have, but they've gone off the rails a bit. On Burkes Backyard on television 20 odd years ago, we looked at all the designer dogs, and then we road tested them all very thoroughly to see which was the best or which was the better group amongst them and all the rest of it. We're very proud that we have given so much pleasure to so many families that took our advice and looked for a dog that, well, a living teddy bear. Are you a living teddy bear? Are you?